Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. I want to talk about online dating apps. That's where I met my wife, which was online through Christian Filipina. And this article here is kind of negative, but they say this is what the data is showing. It says here from the New York Post, couples who meet on dating apps are less happy in marriages, study says. So we'll look into why that might be. Please subscribe here to Love Beyond the Sea. I've got over 1,570 videos about my relationship with my wife. I like to talk about marriage. I think it's easy to find somebody overseas. The hard part is staying married. That's what I try to specialize in with this channel. So please subscribe here and leave comments today about your dating experience. Did it work out online? Have you given up on a dating app, or is that how you found your spouse? The article starts out with, want to live happily ever after? Happily, get it? Don't meet your mate online. Wow. While the unlucky in love are still hoping to strike romance gold, endlessly swiping for their forever person on dating apps like Tinder, Bumble, Grindr, and Hinge, a new study has found that married couples who meet online are less satisfied with their marriages than wedded partners who met in person. Now it says the results provided evidence of an online dating effect. Online daters reported lower quality marriages than those who introduced to their spouses offline. This is from analysis conducted by researchers at Arizona State University. They had surveyed 923 married adults in the United States, all over 18, and about half of the study contributors had met their significant other on a dating site, while the remaining subjects met their spouses through friends, family, at work, or a nightclub. Now, they didn't mention church there, but that's also another place where you might be able to meet somebody, although personally, that did not work for me. And so some of the results, they asked these questions, participants were, how well does your spouse meet your needs? How satisfied are you with your marriage? And they did this to determine their overall marital satisfaction, as well as the question, have you or your spouse ever seriously suggested the idea of divorce to indicate stability? The outcomes might be shocking to spirited swipers. Participants who met their spouse in online dating reported more societal marginalization than those who met offline, wrote the researchers, and they defined societal marginalization as how much American society rejects a specific type of romantic pairing. Now, in my case, maybe it's because I didn't know all that many people, but I haven't personally had somebody close to me, voice their displeasure over the way I met my wife. I think personally, if somebody knew me, they were just glad that I finally found somebody. While the scientists noted that online dating has become widely popular over the past decade, namely among Gen Zers and millennials ages 18 to 29, previous research has determined that people in the United States still place higher value on relationships that begin in person rather than virtually. It kind of surprises me. And talked about a couple that actually lied to their families, saying they had met in a bar when their romance actually began on Tinder for fear of online dating stigmas. To me personally, if you meet them online, so what? The goal is to meet somebody and get married before you're out of time. According to the Arizona State study, the stress of societal marginalization often causes cyber sweethearts to experience less network approval, meaning support and acceptance from friends and family, than lovers who first linked in the flesh. So your friends and family think that you're doing something wrong, you're setting yourself up for failure, you shouldn't try to find somebody online. Without the blessings of loved ones, they say, online honeys begin to lose hope in their holy matrimony. Well, I mean, if it's the people that are closest to you and you respect their opinion and they think what you've done is not wise, and the same thing can be said of, the person that you married or met online, then that could be a problem. But you'd like to think people would just be happy that you found somebody. The support that couples do or do not receive from their social networks can have important repercussions for the quality of their relationship, said the study. Research has shown that the more friends and family approve of a person's relationship, the more love, satisfaction, and commitment they feel towards their partner. So what do you think about this? Is it that important? Is it this important to you if you happen to meet your spouse on a dating app? And researchers offered a few contributing factors to the dissatisfaction plaguing the marriages of digital daters. They said people who were married to someone they met online through online dating are likely to be younger than those who met their spouse offline. Online dating also increases the size of the dating pool. That should be good, which suggests that people who use these platforms may accumulate more dating experience than others prior to choosing a spouse. However, more dating experience may denote less discernment. I guess that depends on what you're looking for, which is the very most important thing. Is when you make a profile, are you telling about yourself? Are you totally honest and unashamed about your situation? Do you tell them what you're really looking for, or is it so basic and generic that it could be almost anybody? I think those kind of profiles are likely to just get ignored. And they say here it also could mean that people who date online become overwhelmed by their options. And there are more options, especially if you try the Philippines. I tried 4 dating sites here in America, got absolutely nowhere, and I tried 2 of them twice. I still think that it's a good way to find somebody. And there's one positive statement here at the end, if I can possibly find it. Despite the eyebrow-raising results, which are eerily similar to those of a November 2021 poll that found that married couples who met on dating apps have a higher chance of getting divorced, ASU researchers insist that couples who meet online aren't headed towards certain doom. On the contrary, read the study, average levels of satisfaction and stability were still quite high regardless of how couples met. So that's all I'm going to read from this article. Due to lack of time, I met my wife online. I would do it again if I had to. You just have to have a good profile and use common sense when you're looking for somebody. Look for somebody that's serious about getting married. Certainly, if it's overseas, don't send any money. Don't fall for any cheap I love yous. What could they possibly even know about you in an online relationship? And get over there as soon as you possibly can. I think it helps to, while you do have more options, maybe that can make it more difficult. Find somebody that you think you can have a chance with and just go steady with them. That's what I did. That's what my wife wanted to do. So I told my other 4 women that I had talked to in about 4 days that my wife wanted to just focus on each other. That was fine with me. There were so many options. I thought I was just going to have trouble if I didn't pick somebody to go with. I gave her that chance. We got married very quickly, and we've been married about 8 years and 5 months now. So it worked for us. No matter what you hear, don't let these statistics on online dating dissuade you from finding love beyond the sea.